morning and let's go get them today. It's a Monday morning. All right, so my wife has been out of town, and so today, she's coming back today. So I'm all alone in the house, so I'm waking up early. So I'm like, screaming early in the morning. So I'm like doing my affirmations. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm high five yourself in the mirror. See what it'll change your life. Anyhow, so I'm going nuts, kind of laughing, and I'm thinking, why do I do this? Because I've been doing it forever, but now I can do it loud because I'm all alone in the house. It's great, but I want to give you the benefits for affirmations because you really do. I know why you don't do it. You don't do it because you feel like a big ball of goof. And you're like, what am I? You're almost embarrassed alone with yourself doing this, which I think is crazy. But the importance of affirmations, it's not necessarily what you say that matters. It just matters that you do it. And if you think to yourself, how many positive thoughts of abundance or how many positive thoughts of wealth do I do, in a day? And you're like, oh, 1 or 3. But how many thoughts of worry? How many thoughts of poverty? How many thoughts of lack do you do through the course of the day? Probably if you do 3 of those, you do 300 of the negative ones. And so the importance of constantly, having your little mantras going off in your head, I lead not follow, believe not doubt, whatever's in your head, is not necessarily the words, it's the avoidance of doing the negative stuff. Because a human being can only have like one thought at a time. I mean, you think you can multitask, but you really can't. You have one thought at a time. And so if you're thinking of anything good, you're not thinking of anything bad. When you're being grateful for something, you can't worry about something else at the same time. And so it avoids that worry, which is a useless task. It's like worrying is like paying a debt for something you don't owe. Like if you didn't go to college, one of the benefits of not going to college is you don't have to pay for it, And so one of the benefits of not being in a bad situation is you don't have to worry about it. And so just don't do it. All right, so this is what happens when I start early and nobody's in the house and I could scream. It just lasts all day. So listen, you do that today. Do your affirmations today. Watch what happens this week because you're the best. I'm the Deej. And we're going to make this one our best week ever. Go get them today.